Good morning and welcome to Crypto Corner. I am your host, Harriman, and we've changed our format a little bit. Hopefully, you can see it better on the phones. That's one of the things that you guys requested of us. A quick overview, and I'm really going to try to be quick today, but a quick overview is what are we doing on this channel? We're looking for safe coins. We're looking for secure places to put those coins. We're using Coinbase as our main base. And then we want to be able to sleep at night. And so how are we doing that? You'll be able to see a little bit of our journey today. And we hope that you start, going on our journey with us. And we hope that those that have been on the journey, that you're making money. So you can see that two things are happening here. We started in July of 2023, and our percentages, we started with $1,000, and we have grown that to $2,880. And on top of that, we started with a percentage at 65% of safe coins, 20% or layer one coins, which are the safer coins, 20% in our mid-risk, 10% in our speculative, and 5% in our high risk. And what we found is, as we've moved along, we feel pretty good about where the market is now going, and we feel like we're getting less risk. So if you look at this bottom chart, you'll see that we're moving that 65 to 55. The 20 will stay the same, but the speculative will go up by 5%, and the high risk will go up by 5%. So if you take that 2880 in the old percentages, you'll see that you have 1800 that you have to put in that 65%. Well, now that's going down to 1584. You'll see that the 144 is going to 288. This is going to give us more chance for coins that we feel have a good chance. And some of this, again, we've already started with 1,000 and we've got 2880. So our risk is already inherently less than it was when we started. So what we want to do is we want to keep moving that risk factor lower and lower. So until probably during the bull run, we may end up at 50% in those layer ones because they're not going to give us as much money as some of these other speculative and mid-risk stocks are. So this is a change. Hopefully you guys take a screenshot of it or do whatever and start putting this in your portfolio. So, and here, I want to show where we started with Atom. And Atom, we started at $9.16 way back in July of 2023. You can see that we then rode that all the way down. We were buying dollar cost averaging all the way down to about, somewhere in the $6 range. And then all while we were doing this, we were staking our money on Coinbase. So we were staking 75% of whatever we were putting in. And then we were putting in from the staking that we know that will be a long-term play all the way from, July of last year till well past July of this year. And then what we're doing is, as we went up, the 25% that was left in cash, we sold and we farmed, and you can see where I put it right in the middle of the screen here. A lot of that $6 stuff that we bought, we sold up at $9 for a nice gain. And what we did was, as soon as we sold up in, I think a total of was $10, we bought back in right around 9 to 925. Then it went back up and we farmed again. This time we farmed at like 1080, 1090, even though it went all the way to 12. We tend to not look to try to get the exact top or the exact bottom. What we do is we DCA, we'll get some of the bottom, but we'll also get, some that's above that. In this particular case, now we're back down around $9 is our new support. We don't think we're probably getting back to that 650 ever again. So this $9 will be our new support. What are we planning on doing from here? Well, we just bought back in over these last few weeks. We bought the 25% back. So that was, we sold at, a lot of that we bought at 9, we sold at 11, we bought back in at 9 or a little bit under. And then this next chart kind of shows where do we think it's going. So we have this support here at 9 that you can see the white line on the bottom. And then we think that it goes up to about $10, comes back down to 9.50-ish, and then goes up to $11. When we get to 11, we'll sell that 25% again. So that's our plan. And then we want that, as it normally does, it should come back down, and it comes back down. Maybe it won't hit that $9 anymore. The new support might be $10.25. We will buy in at that $10.25 or somewhere near the bottom, the best that we can do, and then we'll watch it go up and up and up over this bull run. And that's what we've done so far, from $6 all the way to 12, and from 9 to we're going to back to 11. And each time we do that, we're gaining more coins. So if you had, $100 worth of coins, and out of the 25%. So let's just say that's $100 because it's a nice even number. So you have your 25% sitting there, and now what you're going to do is you're going to buy back, instead of just that 25% that's in there. Now you're going to have 33%, 34%. And we've been doing that consistently. We've done it 3 times with Adam. We've done it twice with Dot. And we hope that you're doing it. We hope that you've been buying in right around here, and that we will stop buying when it gets a little over $10, and then we'll wait for it to go to 11 to 12, and then we'll sell, and then we'll come back down. We'll buy again. Okay. This is just a quick synopsis, so that, like, if you were listening to me and you didn't quite understand, you could just take a screenshot of this and see where you are. Now, again, we'll continue to farm the 25% and stake 75% till we get to $18, where we'll reduce the staking portion, updating as we go. So as we go further along in the bull run, we will put less. We won't put the 75% anymore, just like we're changing some of our other percentages. We'll start putting 50%, because what happens if we have a really nice spike, we might want to sell. It takes about 20 days for you to on-stake on Coinbase. So if we want Adam to be able to sell it right now, we have to on-stake it, wait 20 days, and sell it. But that's why you're getting the percentage that you're getting, the 12%. So, everything's a trade-off. Okay, so here we are. STX is no longer in this list, and this week we're going to take out Render. We think Render is still a great coin. We think that it's got a lot of potential, but we've already hit over 200% on our Render, and we feel like there's some other things that are lagging behind these that we could make some good money on. So we've added IMX and S Fund, so Seedify. And Seedify it's a launch pad for new coins. We think that one's got some good potential, and where Render, we think maybe it could double again. And if they get huge contracts, it could go to the moon. But that's like every coin. If Super gets huge contracts, it's going to go to the moon. So what we're doing is we're taking what we say is educated guesses on where we think things are going to go. We think that IMX, which is a gaming platform, we think that's going to go really well. Seedify, we think, is going to go really well. A couple that, just so you know, when you look at where we are on our risk factor, you look at Jasmy, we haven't really moved that much on Jasmy yet. We think that it will, and we think that we're going to be fine, but it's in a higher risk group, so we shouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Gala hasn't really moved since we've got it. But that's why we have more of our money in the ones over on the right-hand side than we do in the 2s and 3s and 4s. So hopefully, again, you're following that philosophy, and that you're starting to look and say, all right, if I'm going to increase my percentage from 5 to 10% in my riskier, which ones of these do I want to do? So you've got all these 4s down here that you're looking at, And in my opinion, VRA hasn't really moved yet. We're looking at adding a little more to that. We already have some, but as our numbers grow and we grow our numbers through Atom and Dot and some of these other coins, we can pull out a little bit and just start entering more into these riskier coins because we're not really using our coins. We're using someone else's coins because the Dot would have made money, not our $1,000 was 2,800. So anything we're using over the 1,000 is what I call other people's money. As you guys know that have been with me for a while, again, you'll see now this 2880. What I all I did was take the 65, and you'll see this updated next time. I left this one so I could speak about it. You just take the 2880, you take 65% of it, and that's where you should have $1,872 in those particular stocks or those particular coins. You should have 576 in these. Like I said, we're going to move these numbers down. We're going to be doubling this high risk number. So right now we have $144 in there. We're going to be able to add another $144 to this group. And we're putting quite a bit of it in IMX. That's just what we feel is the best play at this point. So, like I said, highlighted down here on the bottom right, you'll see that we are, as we go into the bull run, we're changing that allocation. Hopefully you guys stick with us on that. These are the two that are in the vault. No real reason to talk too much more about that. We'll be putting more in the vault, and we'll be adding more as we go. As always, we hope that you're farming, staking, accumulating, and diversifying. And if you are, I think that you're going to be really happy with the results. And we hope that that you're going to smash the like button, that you realize this isn't financial advice, and that that you're going to subscribe to the channel, and you're going to help me get other people subscribed to the channel. We're growing. We're doing good in that area. Hope that you guys are enjoying the content. Let me know about the new format, and thanks for joining us today. Thank you.